Y-A-J. Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
All that rushing you did, and you're not even ready. Look, see, look at there. What's up, spiritual brothers and sisters? On the YouTube Tuesday, we got Bananarama over there, Veronica Rose, and Bradley, who still haven't received a paycheck yet from the Virginia Unemployment Office. Today, I just want to say after post Mother's Day, I hope all mothers had a great weekend. Also, I looked up and there was a lot of actors, actresses, singer-songwriters, because I'm not gonna lie, Jerry Stiller was my favorite. I loved him, anything he did. He made things funny. He's played some serious roles, but Jerry Stiller was
King and Queen.
Yeah, Arthur Spooner.
He played in Seinfeld. He was Seinfeld's father. He played
George's dad.
George's dad.
But you know, you got Little Richard. You know, he had some great stuff.
Yeah, he was back in the time.
You know,
he still had good music.
Yeah, he did. You got Bill Withers. Not to mention Andre Harrell, and all those who don't know about the hip hop industry, he was part of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But to get on with my story.
Yeah, get on with that story.
So I want everybody to understand. I really thank y'all for the support and everything you have done over this whole Georgia thing. Because the thing that we're trying to show and to point out is that no matter what the situation is, we always have an excuse for a death. We always tend to look to the other side of something, whether it's a female who gets raped, whether it's a child that gets molested, and even a murder. But see, here's the thing that I'm not understanding, and I'm not trying to make it all political. But what I'm trying to do is I keep reminding people, I have young nephews. These kids today are 6 foot tall before they turn 12 because of the stuff that they eat in their foods.
I'm gonna tell you what, these kids are getting taller and taller. Yeah. It's like, what in the world?
Grown men manhandling a 12-year-old like he's a 25-year-old man. And then him and his buddies jumping on top of him and not even asking any questions. You got a lot of supposed adults who claim they're family members or friends or whatever, destroying lives of children. Then we got, on the same token, we got children who don't even basically, think they're grown-ass people. And we have yet, and I cannot emphasize this enough, Antonio puts it very well. We don't accept responsibility for nothing. We definitely act like if it's not happening to me, I don't really care. We got a lot of people who think they know everything. But when we talk, we're just giving our opinion. We're not telling you we know everything. We're not trying to say we do.
We only tell you things that we know.
Or what we feel.
Or we've been through.
Yeah, that's it.
Or we have friends that's gone through it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that people go through.
Yeah. We are here to help. We're not CNN, Fox News, Daily Mail. We're not TMZ. We're not none of that. What we're here to do is say, this is what we've been through. And I'm telling you, there is no other side of this coin. There's
only two sides to a coin.
if I am jogging down the street to avoid something, if you see a car coming in your direction and it's still heading straight towards you, you're going to move. There's no other way around it. Look, as things start to be reopened.
First Amendment says you can say whatever you want.
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Oh, your brother.
My brother. You say it.
Well, I'm glad you're on, Henry. I'm truly glad you're on, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, you can say it, but that always means somebody going to try and shut you up.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. And, you know, and Henry, like I said, I don't care if people do protest about their gun, but here you have clear situations where people take things out of hand. We were always taught you don't protest with violence, but for some strange reason, there's a mix-up on protesters here. We got a lot of people who protest about things that I'm not even understanding. You have a virus, so why are we protesting? Because somebody's trying to make you safe.
He said, and the Second Amendment says, if you take away the first one, I can shoot you.
Yeah, people are getting away with that, Henry. I hate to tell you. Because the way I feel is that if you have to bring a gun to a knife fight, because everybody, Henry, everybody.
It's like this. If you bring a gun and a knife, you better hope you can work that knife faster than you can work that gun.
Yeah. But everybody tends to forget if you go to prison, there's no guns.
Yeah, but there's no
guns.
Not knives, but they can make things.
This is jail. Knives. This is prison. That's all you got. You can make a shank, but that's all you got. There's nothing more. You can't go to your bunker, go get you a 9mm M16. That's not how it works. And believe me, the COs are not helping you.
Well, we know that, but you try to get done before.
Yeah, but nobody seems to understand that. The whole thing about it is we had a lot of people who protested non-violently. And it might have worked, but it didn't work. Because in the end, look what we're doing. I swear history is repeating itself, but in worse than it has before. The points that we're getting at here. That we can protest because I don't want to stay at home because of a virus. But yet, here's minimum wage.
Yeah, well, staying at home can be quite boring and very hard.
Look, it's like what me and Veronica Rose talked about. I said, Veronica Rose, understand something. If there was a nuclear bomb and it hit right here, you can't go outside for years. Am I right? Because of the radiation? You can't go outside for years. You got to wait for that radiation to dissipate before you can even step foot outside because the radiation poison will kill you. Someone like you, oh yeah, you probably try to run outside to be free.
I'm free. If we stop electing lawyers, there would be 1/3 of people in prison systems as we have now.
Yeah. But you see, lawyers don't go to jail, right?
Oh, there is a few that go to jail.
They go to holding.
But they're lawyers that can work their way through things.
They go to holding. See, here's my thing.
Too many people get away with things too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen that shouldn't happen, but you pick and choose who you want to put in jail, not put in jail, who can get away with it, who can sweet talk you, who can pay you, and do all this and that and the other.
I mean, what's wrong? You want a male penis in your butt before you go, so what's wrong with a whole bunch of them? You want to be with men all the time? There you go. There's a whole farm full of them. I'm just saying.
Hillary is a lawyer. She's not going to jail.
Hillary and her husband also made the 3 strikes, you're outlaw. I'm not a fan of the Clintons at all. After I found out what they were doing to basically lower income, and they tried to play the card, oh yeah, we're all about the blacks, but we really wasn't. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Clintons. I never will be. I'm still torn on Obama, even though I didn't vote for him, because I don't know if it was 50% his or 50% Congress. And Trump, I can't tell you either way. I want to pull for the man, but he just, I mean, you can't just call it a hoax and then all of a sudden now you want to be the front runner of what's going on. And then all of a sudden somebody asks you a legitimate question in your press release, and then you snub nose them, and then your cronies just go, "Oh, they just cut and paste what he just said." Come on, man. Why do we have a president of double standards here?
Well, how many presidents? Well, I'm not going there.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't want to get into politics.
He's a president. It's not about politics.
I don't
He's a
know.
president
It's just
of double
you're
standards.
talking about stuff and that, and a lot of things that you hear. Sometimes people repost it and paste things that sometimes he doesn't really say what he's saying because they're trying to. Now, if he's live, you're hearing exactly what he's saying, but that doesn't mean that somebody can.
He was live.
That doesn't mean that people can try to change that too.
No, he was alive. I sat and watched some of the stuff he said, and he was live. He said it.
Well, I understand.
He truly said it. And on top of that, and okay, he was live when we all said he said it was a hoax. And then he turned around and said, "I didn't say that."
Well, that would be very sad if it was a hoax. I mean, understanding that, everything that we've gone through and all this, that, and the other. Everybody, I think, got their stress level out. Everybody's relaxed and calm more. But the thing is, people don't have the money. That's the hard part, is people don't have jobs to make money. We already have problems. When I drive down the road, have you seen how many houses are going up for sale now?
Mm-hmm.
I have, my ex-husband and Amanda's boyfriend, they're working at one of the apartment complexes, and said a lot of the people are already leaving. They're either leaving or they're getting kicked out because they can't afford it. Where are you going to go if you can't afford anything because you don't have a job and you don't have the money?
According to America, that wasn't supposed to happen.
But you gave us $1,200, which is nice that you gave us $1,200. But somebody put on a post where so and so's getting this much for a few months and this and that and the other, and the United States was getting $1,200 for 10 weeks. That was just that one time.
That's crack money.
Well, I don't do crack. You do crack. That ain't for me.
Anyway. You've been very vocal, Henry. Where you been? Thank you, brother. Hey, I'm going to do a
set at the border. I hope you're doing okay, or where they sent home to stay in place. Refugees. What happened to all the refugees at the border? Oh, he did bring up the wall. He has brought up the wall for a while, but when I watch TV, he did bring up the wall, that we haven't had very many people coming over the wall. They have not had very many people coming in at this time.
I don't think there's many people coming in at all.
No, because they've already built part of that wall, and it's been built. He said how far it has been built out. Okay. I don't know how long. It's big, but
it's already there.
This is all this to keep quiet for the wall, so they can build the wall, so you got to talk about the wall.
You know, you have to
It's repaired, not built.
Right. Thank you.
Now, I'm just saying, I'm just repeating what he said on live TV yesterday.
You know how long the wall have to be? You got to separate Texas from Mexico. You got to separate California from Mexico. Well, that border runs long.
I got you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's got people planning there or if they're still building the wall. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard on the news.
I got you. I heard that when you were listening to it. But the whole thing that I'm trying to get everybody to understand is that how are you going to repair or build a wall when it was already pre-existing? Number two, why are you even worried about it? What the wall in the middle of a pandemic? Why are we worried about a wall? See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. The double standards here. Priorities. Thank you, Antonio. Priorities.
Where are your
priorities? We went from gun law to pandemic to wall again. For what?
No, it was wall for a short minute, and then we went back to the pandemic. You got to just put that in there.
But again, why are we so concerned about a wall? Didn't Georgia just have a shooting? And yet he didn't mention that. Why? Why?
There's a lot of things going on that's not being mentioned.
So is it the simple fact is when it's a white shooter you don't mention it, or if it's a black shooter you do mention it? I mean, Trump, come on now.
No, wait a minute. We just had one that was a shooting.
I mean, I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't get what Trump's end game is, because it's like your priorities are so warped that you're not even trying to figure out what we're doing here. Why would you even mention a wall when you haven't even opened up the United States?
Well, we're open a little bit.
Please.
Well, they've already opened Florida up, and they've already said that they started having coronavirus again.
I reckon. But to that note, people, it's time.
Time to go.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you, everyone who joined in.
Yes, thank you, Henry. Love you.
You should be yelling at your sister and why she ain't been texting you. Say, oh, Henry.
I did text him. Thank you very much, and I talked to him. So you shut up. You don't know. Shut up. You don't know.
Hey, I want to call you a Crip, but I should call you Powder Blue Crip.
There you go.
Why wouldn't they?
Huh? Oh, I was reading what. Wait a minute. You had me play the music yet.
You haven't played music. We haven't out there yet. I'm very disappointed in the wall we are getting now are an unexpected a wall at least 20 feet thick and 40 foot high. And amusement park, other water parks every 100 miles with points of entry. See, he said, I read that. And see, he said, she did.
That's defend my big sister.
Hey, he's my brother. And I'm the big sister. I defend him, and he does defend me.
Hello, Chico. We lost
and tell your mom I said hi, and your wife and everybody, and I hope she's doing good.
What are you doing over there?
What are you doing? I can't see.
YHF.
We're over here just talking.
YHF. YHF.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good Saturday, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Oh, today's Tuesday. We'll see you on Saturday. See, that's what happens when you're. I have not. Stop it.
What? I didn't say anything.
You have to. I can see you on the monitor.
She's been drinking that COVID-19 juice.
I haven't drank it. I'm drinking tea. That's what I drink. Tea.
Poor Monica's drinking some really crack tea. And she tried to blame it on me.